Tonight from Cumberland Valley High School, ABC 27 Sports and Advanced Hoops brings you high school basketball live. It's the Mid-Penn Championships, and our doubleheader begins with the girls' title game between Trinity and Lower Dauphin, presented by Arlington Orthopedics. Hi, everybody. I'm Greg Mace with Advanced Hoops Director Charlie Fordney. And back when you played at Steel High, we didn't have a Mid-Penn Championship. At 7 years old, it's an exciting way to finish the regular season.
Well, there's a lot of things they didn't have back then, Greg, but it is a championship, and it's not decided by record anymore. It gives the kids something to play for, and it's going to be exciting. And tonight, there's going to be a champion, and it makes it exciting for the kids.
All right, let's talk about Trinity first. Ashley Betts-White has been their leader. She had a knee injury earlier in the year, missed a lot of time, but she's back, and she's their leader.
Well, and she's going to make it tough on the guards for Lower Dauphin. She's going to put pressure on them, but she can do more. She can hit, defend. She can hit shots off the dribble. She's just a heck of a ball player, heading to Old Dominion for a reason.
All right, Lower Dauphin, they were led in the last game in the semifinal game by Krista Hoffman. But is there great defense enough to stop this Trinity team tonight?
Well, I'm not sure, and the verdict's still out. But Coach Heiser and those Lower Dauphin Falcons are not going to go down without a fight. They did something amazing against Steel High the other night, and tonight I look for it to be something special. And hopefully, Greg, this will be a game to remember.
All right, this is the first of a doubleheader tonight here on ABC 27. We have the boys' game to follow this one. That ought to be a wild up-tempo game between Harrisburg and Cedar Cliff, but we're getting set for the opening tip-off of the girls' Mid-Penn Championship. It's Trinity and Lower Dauphin next on ABC 27.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
All-state freshman Malia Tate DeFreitas tore her ACL in a heated state playoff, and her dreams seemed shattered.
Tried to come back in and it wasn't working out. I thought that my basketball career was over.
Getting an assist from the doctors at Arlington Orthopedic, Malia is ready to attack the hoop this season.
It feels good when I jump and cut and stuff. It feels normal, and the brace really helps me.
To go from tears to a smile, it's just a beautiful thing.
To play at a championship level requires a level of discipline few ever achieve. You prepare, you focus, and make a commitment to excellence. That's Hoffman Ford, #1 in sales and in service. Because the customer is #1. Choose from over 400 vehicles in stock. Plus, we're your Roush performance dealer. Bigger selection, better deals. Hoffman Ford.
Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney back with you at Cumberland Valley High School, the first of our doubleheader Mid-Penn Championships. And we take a look at the starting lineups. First for the Trinity Shamrocks, Blackburn, Betts-White, Kuntz, McGash, and Misitano. And for Lower Dauphin, go with Bracali, Brown, Kulak, Hoffman, and Allwine. Set for the opening tip-off. First of a doubleheader here from Cumberland Valley. Got a nice crowd on hand. We got some of the Lower Dauphin students to our left. Lower Dauphin and the white Trinity in their traditional shamrock green, and we're underway, and the Trinity girls control the tap.
Well, Lower Dauphin's coming out, interestingly enough, in that man-to-man, trying to put a lot of pressure on Trinity. They're giving up 14 points a game from the door, and there's Ashley Betts-White doing her thing early in the game.
Get some early penetration. Less than a minute gone by here in this first quarter. It's a great facility here, and we thank everybody at Cumberland Valley, as always, for having us tonight. This is our second broadcast for high school basketball live.
Lower Dauphin Good pressure by Anna Kuntz on the ball. Shows her versatility. Nice pass to Betts White.
Got fouled.
That's the key for Trinity in this game. They got to keep this game fast. You don't want to let Lower Dauphin set up against you. They can milk a minute off each possession. They can stymie you on defense. You don't want to let them set up and get in any kind of rhythm.
And Ashley Betts White fouled on the play. Trinity 17-4 coming in. Lower Dauphin is 16-6. The Falcons beat Steel High to get to this game, 48-40 to the title game, and then Trinity beat Gettysburg in overtime, had a great overtime run, beat them 43-35 in the semifinal. So Ashley Betts White has all 3 of the opening points.
Yeah, and coming off that ACL sprain, or not an ACL sprain, but the sprain of her knee, lateral collateral, I believe, she is definitely going to be rusty, but Coach Christie will take an Ashley Betts White, who's heading the whole Dominion, take her rusty any day of the week here, because she's just glad to have her for the championship.
Trulock missed the layup, and Trinity runs.
Yeah, Josie McGash with the rebound, and that's the difference maker for Trinity, is you got Anna Kuntz at 6'2", you got Josie McGash at 5'11", and Anna Kuntz averaging 13.7 points a game. Lower Dauphin does not have an answer for that, Greg.
Well, certainly they've got the height, does Trinity, but there is the answer from the outside. Megan Brown gets the first 3 points of the game for Lower Dauphin.
Well, and Megan Brown represents 46% actually of their three-point shooting. So if Lower Dauphin's going to make shots from the outside, Megan Brown's going to be a big part of that on a regular basis.
Falcons clear the board, down 2. 2 minutes gone by here in the quarter. And the steal by the Shamrocks. Blackburn. Nice one-bounce pass inside to Anna Kuntz, and she's got 4 of the opening 7.
Well, interestingly enough, lefty to lefty there. Lefty pass to a lefty Anna Kuntz for the layup. You don't see that too often on any level.
Saw a lot of the highlights on tape of the Lower Dauphin game. Boy, Krista Hoffman, who had 15 against Steel High, was just a lot of poise, particularly in the paint on those short jumpers.
Well, and keep in mind, Lower Dauphin got down 18-11 against Steel High and did not panic, came back and went up. So they're not afraid to knock the air out of the basketball. But I know Coach Heiser wants to get more out of every possession and doesn't want a lot of quick shots.
Blackburn missed. Brown with a rebound for the Falcons. Well, Lower Dauphin will be methodical and patient on offense, as you'll see.
Yeah, watching the Steel High game the other night, I was a paid fan, Greg. I spent my money to support high school basketball, and it was well worth those 2 games over there. These Lower Dauphin girls defensively were amazing, and their game plan against a very potent offense led by Tate DeFreitas at Steel High.
Betts White is aggressive as always and draws the foul. Hunter Bracali drew it, and she will take a quick seat. She's got 2 early fouls here, and we haven't even played the first half of the first quarter.
Trinity creating a lot of movement on offense. Unlike Steel High didn't have near as much movement. Near did they have near as many weapons as Trinity has here. So it's definitely going to be a tougher challenge for Lower Dauphin to keep this team down.
There's 2 for Taylor Allwine.
Nice shot from the corner. There's another lefty. We have to start counting how many left-handers we have in this game, Greg.
Stays with Trinity.
And how good of a job, is Coach Heiser and his staff doing? They do not have one player that averages double figures a game. Taylor Allwine being their leading scorer at 8 a game, and Krista Huffman at 7 a game. They are manufacturing offense every game to win a very good conference this year in the Keystone.
So the Lower Dauphin fans, usually on a day like this in February, you wouldn't think about taking your shirt off. Today, it was gorgeous out. They're showing their school support.
Misitano hasn't gotten in the offense yet, but she can hit those shots. when she gets going, she's a very good outside shooter.
Offensive foul.
Wow, this is the kind of thing Lower Dauphin does. On defense, they know how to cut lanes. They draw you in baseline. They get good help. And Trinity, it's 7-5 game, and a lot of it's because of the defense of Lower Dauphin.
And Lower Dauphin, as you're going to see, will use a lot of players off their bench.
Well, you got Brianna Betts-White here getting leveled on a screen from Allwine.
There's Hoffman.
Boy, Krista Huffman's bringing some serious grit to this offense of Lower Dauphin. She's stepping up here these last couple games.
And it goes off Trinity, and it goes off the hands of McGash. And it'll go back to Lower Dauphin. Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney, ABC 27, our high school basketball live. Trinity wants a timeout. 7-7, early going.
Are color copies really 10 cents?
Yeah, 10 cents.
It's easy. Call Fortney Printing. They punch in the order, copies get made, quickly put in boxes. Fortney Printing delivers on time.
Wow! Only 10 cents.
Advanced Hoops is celebrating 10 years of training youth in the Harrisburg region. In 2010, we trained over 1,000 youth from kindergarten to 12th grade. Our spring program is going to be amazing. So as I pass the ball,
you make the call to get any questions answered regarding our spring games, shooting, dribbling, or AAU opportunities.
we specialize in making training look easy.
And Charlie is not the only one that can shoot a basketball around here.
Quick look at our Penn National keys to the game, Charlie.
The Lower Dauphin has to take care of the ball effectively. They're doing it so far. Great team defense against the mismatches, doing it so far. Trinity must pressure Lower Dauphin, take advantage of the mismatches down low.
7-7. Trinity in the early going is a 3 of 9 from the field. 3 of 6 overall for LD. That includes 1 3-pointer. So Stephanie Ebersol into the game. Going to see a lot of rotation, and she takes it to the hole. Went off of Kuntz, but it stays with Trinity. Reminder, after this game, we have Harrisburg and Cedar Cliff for the boys' championship. So stay with us tonight here on ABC 27. The last of our mid-Penn games this year. We'll be with you next week from Saturday with district playoffs from Giants Center. Of course, Charlie, this serves as an awfully good tune-up for the districts as well as Betts-White. The other Betts-White takes it in. We'll have a jump.
Well, it's one of the reasons why the mid-Penn coaches several years back, 7 years ago, were not upset at the idea of having the 8-team, now the 4-team, is because there's always a week and a half where you weren't doing anything. This gives some teams a chance to play during that break. Now, they lose a regular season game. They can't schedule the 24 back down to 22, now 23 this year, but it's part of the sacrifice to have the championships.
Thompson thought about taking the 3, thought otherwise. Thought otherwise again, but Hoffman gets the short jumper and gives her team the lead.
Well, and these are good basket opportunities. Krista Huffman taking advantage of her opportunities. Good for her.
The Gash was fouled and it counts.
Well, here's the key. Lower Dauphin has to be careful, to keep Lucy Thompson and Allwine in the basketball game. They're the 5'9", 5'10" girls that can actually bang against McGash and Kuntz. It's going to be very important that they stay out of foul trouble to be able to contest the front court of Trinity.
Under 2 minutes left first quarter. We're tied at 9. Lower Dauphin in the white. And they threw it away to go back to Trinity.
Well, it looks like it was off the hand of... Now there's some argument there that it was off the hand of the Trinity player, but hey, there's no instant replay in high school basketball. It's not like football, you can go in the booth. Think we'll ever see that, Greg?
No. Frank Hancock, Willie Harris, Barbara Epley are our officials tonight.
You can see with Ashley Betts-White, she is very ginger on this sprained knee. And it's Brianna Brianna Bettswhite turns the ball over there. Trinity is not seemingly in a rhythm, but what you got to understand is Lower Dauphin's famous for taking teams out of the rhythm. Steel High, okay, here you go.
Reached in, and boy, she's just so quick and so tenacious on defense. Allwine drove and was fouled.
And this is a great strategy. Take it to the basket. Get Trinity in some foul trouble, make things happen. Didn't think I'd be saying this because of the mismatch on point spread coming in the game, but Lower Dauphin has taken the lead here at the end of the first quarter, and we have a game. It's game on.
10-9, she looks to add to that lead. Allwine has 3 and make it 4. Heiser substituting liberally, as we expected.
Well, Ashley Krulak's in the game right now, and she did a tremendous job against Malia Tate DeFreitas the other night. I think Malia would say the same thing. She just stayed in front of her a lot and played very solid defense without fouling, but just keeping her in front. Naturally, it was a team defensive effort to keep DeFreitas to only 16 points, considering she's averaging 20-some a game. And also you got Maggie Mostetler, who made a great contribution. She's in the game now for Lower Dauphin.
Ashley Betts-White. Blackburn got the rebound, and they'll kick it back out. Under a minute left.
And Heiser going in this 2-3 zone is a good changeup because Lucy on the foul there, that's her second in a few moments here. Lucy Thompson, number 30. She's got 2. She's going to get a sub.
This is Dee Rockwell, and there's a wonderful story about Dee Rockwell tonight that we're going to tell you during the course of this game. There's Betts-White.
And that was the younger Betts-White, although you can hardly tell the two apart because they have the same hairdo. They got the same mom dressing them up before the game, I think.
Kuntz has 6 on the Betts-White assist.
Greg, that's not fair because the Betts-Whites could really, they look so much alike. They could, if one has 11, the other has 10, they could say they had 21 in the game and nobody would know.
And the elder of the two get the steal. Ashley driving. Nice follow right there by Anna Kuntz. Drawing the foul. Well, they're using their height to their advantage, getting inside. Kuntz has had a couple opportunities where she's gotten her own rebound, had a third opportunity, and put in 2 of her 6, and she'll go to the line to try to add to that.
Yeah, they're definitely getting Nagash and Kuntz the basketball, but Lower Dauphin's not going down without a fight. They're making them earn everything. Kuntz on the foul line is an example of that, and they're giving them a dose of that on the other end by taking it to the hoop. So Lower Dauphin is really come to play tonight.
Kuntz has 7. The Trinity lead is 1. End of the first quarter, and a good first quarter. The Shamrocks up 12-11. You're watching high school basketball live on ABC 27, presented by Arlington Orthopedics.
To play at a championship level requires a level of discipline few ever achieve. You prepare, you focus, and make a commitment to excellence. That's Hoffman Ford, #1 in sales and in service. Because the customer is #1. Choose from over 400 vehicles in stock. Plus, we're your Roush performance dealer. Bigger selection, better deals. Hoffman Ford.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
We
We make carbine simple by knocking down all the hurdles we can. We do what you expect, what's logical, or just plain right. For instance, the live market-driven prices we offer up front are the same everywhere you may choose to shop. Our prices are the same on the internet, by phone, or in the showroom. That's how it should be.
Experience car buying made simple at Bobby Rahal on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg.
Take a look at the woman there in the blue. We're going to tell you her story right now as we continue the action. That is the biological grandmother of Dee Rockwell, number 23. There's Dee right on the bench. She is adopted into a family here. She knew she had many siblings somewhere in the world who were also adopted. Last Friday, her biological grandmother, the woman you saw right there, called from Philadelphia saying that she had been searching for Dee for a long time.
Wow.
And she was finding finally the last sibling. That is her grandmother. Tonight, for the first time after the game, she's going to meet her grandmother, Bernice, her biological grandmother. That's her mother who adopted her many years ago, Cindy Rockwell, who brought this story to our attention today, just this afternoon, and they're going to meet after the game. Now, we heard that Dee did not want to talk to her, meet her before the game, because obviously this is going to be incredibly emotional for her.
Oh, absolutely.
So we welcome Bernice here to a Cumberland Valley High School, and she's seeing her biological granddaughter play for the first time. That is a wonderful story.
That is.
There's a shot from the outside by Taylor Allwine to tie the game at 13.
Well, and while we were talking, Trinity went right inside again, and then Lower Dauphin answers back. Allwine is here to play tonight. She knows that she has to have a big game to match Anna Kuntz's 14 points per game and Josie McGash inside game.
McGash got the rebound.
Trinity came into this championship trying to find a rhythm, Greg. And Betts White, you could tell, does not have the rhythm on those outside shots.
Their coach, Christy Britton, said before the game, Ashley Betts White is not at 100%, but she's getting there. Brown, Ashley Betts White got the rebound. Takes it right in and hits.
And that's the kind of game that is always there for Ashley Betts White. Not necessarily known for a tremendous three-point shooter, has had the ability in doing that in the past, but her transition game has always been there, and that's what she needs to stay with at this point to stay in her comfort zone. Here's Lower Dauphin, though, working methodically, moving without the ball. Krista Huffman cutting to the hoop, drawing the foul. A Bob Heiser team moves without the ball, Greg. They get good positioning on defense, and they move constant motion without the basketball on offense.
Lower Dauphin sets. Ebersol missed. Trinity gets the rebound. Working it down low, but the steal, Aaron Shirk comes away with it.
Well, Josie McGash tried to hand it off across the middle. You got to get that up high to Anna Kuntz with her having that advantage, height advantage of about 4 inches.
LD controls, down 1. Mid-Penn Girls Championship. The boys will follow here on ABC 27. Harrisburg and Cedar Cliff. Nice cut. Hoffman kicked it back out. See how patient they are. Brown lost it, and a whistle.
Well, that's good defense by Anna Kuntz. She's improved tremendously her versatility game. And she shows it right there. Naturally, it's better to use your feet than you get a chance to set up than to give them an easy bucket.
Shea Klein into the game. 6'1" junior.
Wow, and she's back. Along with Kuntz, along with McGash. That front line's not getting any smaller. And they're back again next year. In fact, every girl on the court for Trinity, well, with the exception of Betts White and Misitano, but Blackburn's on the bench. They got a lot of tools still in the tool belt.
Ashley Betts White, of course, off to Old Dominion. Will be a Lady Monarch next year.
Well, what makes a Division I player, and that's what a lot of people say, what makes a Division I basketball player? Because you look at Ashley Bettswhite's points per game, even with the injury, under 10 points a game, but it's the penetration. It's the ability to push the ball. It's the ability to set your teammates up. At that level, the girls on the wing and inside can play, can score a ton of points, but you need a distributor. You need somebody that can defend and to play that transition game. And she's as good as we've seen in a while at doing just that.
Lower Dauphin used 9 players in the first quarter.
Now they're picking up full court. Coach Heiser's smart to give his girls some confidence that, hey, we're gonna not only play half-court defense, not 2-3 defense, we're gonna play full court man-man pickup against this explosive Trinity team. That pumps confidence in your team, Greg.
Down low, they work at the Klein.
Well, and the point guards for Trinity know where their bread's buttered, and that they're showing a lot of teamwork there. But I do believe Trinity's going to have to get to give themselves the cushion that they need in a game like this, because you don't want to go down to the wire. That's a good call. But you do not want to go down to the wire against a Lower Dauphin team, keeping them within striking distance. We saw against Steel High how they use that effectively. Trinity needs to get something going from the outside, either Blackburn or Misitano or even Bettswhite knock a few shots down.
5th turnover for Lower Dauphin. Nice ball movement there by Trinity, but the shot would not fall. Chance to tie for LD or take the lead with a 3. Hoffman got it right back.
Still a very good play, a very good shot by Krista Huffman.
Going down low. It's Erin Shirk, her second basket of this quarter. She's got 4.
Well, and Bob Heiser doesn't mind Erin Shirk getting a foul there, but what he does mind is getting beat down the floor, and he's not very happy right now. I know Bob, he taught me at basketball camp when I was a kid. He didn't have quite that expression on his face, Greg, teaching at basketball camp. He was just happy we were at his camp, but I'll tell you, he's not happy, and that's why this Lower Dauphin team overachieves year after year. He's not happy when players get beat down the floor, and he lets the girls know it.
Anna Kuntz has 10 and make it 11. And it's a 2-point Trinity advantage halfway through the second quarter. Mid-Penn Championships from Cumberland Valley High School tonight here on ABC 27. And underneath, Stephanie Ebersol, her first 2.
Lower Dauphin is putting on a clinic on the backdoor cut. They're running that offense to a T. Coach Heiser has to be happy with that, but he won't be happy till the game's over and he has a victory.
Lower Dauphin, we talked about their great defense paying off there. Ball kick remains in the Falcons' hands.
I'm impressed with Anna Kuntz, the way she can spread out on defense, guard the perimeter. Very versatile for her size. She's going to get a break. She deserves it. She's been working really hard.
Reminder coming up at halftime, we'll have our Arlington Orthopedics halftime shootout.
Yeah, we got a couple parents from the Trinity girls, a couple parents from Trinity Lower Dauphin girls shooting it out, and a couple guest shooters.
She's only had 1 winner this year.
I have a feeling tonight we're going to have a couple more, Greg. I think the fans all across the area have been working on their shot.
Hoping they get a chance.
Hoping they get a chance.
That Charlie Fortney would call on
for
them.
the Arlington Orthopedic halftime shootout. And we should probably have Dr. Ackerman take a shot at that, Greg. You know, what the heck? I mean, we got to...
He's not in his basketball garb tonight.
Well, he would... I mean, we're moving it in a little tonight. We're going to the high school line tonight, so...
Okay, all right.
He was a cross-country runner and a wrestler, so we won't hold that against him.
Dr. Ackerman will be on with us at halftime from Arlington Orthopedics, our presenting sponsor. Lizzie McGash hits her first free throw. She's got 3. Here's a look at the Lower Dauphin fans, all decked out. I understand the Cedar Cliff Golden Corral will be up here tonight. There's McGash hitting. She's got 4. But Trinity 6 of 11 from the line.
Yeah, and that's a shade under what you're supposed to be. You're looking at a little under 50% there. If they can, I mean, they're getting to the foul line a lot. You got to be happy with that. But if they can make 70% or more, they definitely can make their case a lot better to win this basketball game.
LD controls.
There's Rockwell, 23 in the game, Greg.
And we got a push out front.
She's got to be excited to get the opportunity tonight.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, it's going to be a very emotional moment for her when she meets her biological grandmother for the first time.
And you know Coach Heiser's very sensitive about what's going on here. Didn't play as much against Steel High, but very sensitive to give this young lady an opportunity here, knowing the situation. I have a lot of respect for that. She has some good size to her, too.
LD controls down 2. There's Rockwell with the basketball. And a foul out front. So impressed with her patience.
They're going to call that a moving screen on Rockwell. She's definitely getting in the game now, but I don't agree with that. Coach Heiser's, he's upset, but I would be upset too. She was clearly set there. Unless there was a little leaning forward. I don't know if we have the replay, but I didn't see any leaning forward on that to make that a moving screen. Kira Jarzewski's in the game right now, and again, these guards are trying to get it inside, but they're going to need to knock down some shots, or that window of entry pass inside is going to keep closing. It's going to make it tougher on Trinity to score baskets.
Jarzewski will control, bring it up court to Betts White. They'll go inside again. Rockwell makes the foul.
Well, and I know the Lower Dauphin faithful, the student section back there, Norbob Heiser seems happy about that, but that is a foul. They're getting the angle. Nice, good position, coming in late. There's a little bit of ball in there. I see the complaint, but again, when you have that angle going to the basket, referees favor the shooter.
Christy Britton, coach of Trinity, former player here.
Well, she graduated the year that I came out in '89, I believe. Looking at an old program, Christy was right on it. Same program, district program that I was a part of.
She was Christy Dunleavy back then. And a foul. And Trinity will go back to the line.
Well, Lower Dauphin's not going to leave any fouls on the court tonight because they are not going to give the mismatches of Trinity. They're not going to give the front line anything easy. They're going to make them earn it from the foul line. And with Trinity struggling a little bit from the foul line tonight, Josie McGash cashes in there. That's been a good move and a smart decision so far. It's been keeping the game close.
Trinity up by 4.
This is this full court pressure. It's going to be interesting to see how Lower Dauphin handles this. First time Trinity's come out in this. And again, a reach from behind by Brianna Bretzwhite. That's a freshman mistake there. You just want to keep the girl in front of you. So if you're a kid at home, you don't need to reach around. You just keep them in front of you and let that pressure do the talking for you. And I don't think Christy wanted that. She'd rather the pressure do the talking.
Mid-Penn Girls Finals here on ABC 27. Joining us, Trinity's up by 4. It's what had been a very close game throughout this first half. Harrisburg and Cedar Cliff will follow for the boys' title.
And it's a quick lineup on the court here. You got Kira, Betts White out front. Force Lower Dauphin into a quick shot. It's going to be interesting to see if Trinity can end increasing this lead.
I just looked over at Cindy Rockwell and Dee's grandmom, and they had an expression on their face, raised their fists like, oh, that was close. McGash drives.
Well, and there's Rockwell with a tremendous, she took the charge and she deserved the charge there. Josie McGash, as you'll see on this play, tries to force it. And then the feet weren't necessarily set, but that's that's a good positioning, and I think that's a good call and good judgment by the referee.
Under a minute left, first half. Lower Dauphin down by 4 with a basketball. Rockwell. Patience again. Under 20. Hoffman pressured out front.
You got Maggie Mostaller here. Nice.
He got it.
Take to the basket.
Her first 2.
Wow. Maggie Mostaller getting some valuable minutes as only a freshman, Greg.
Betts White at the buzzer.
Oh, they needed that pickup.
25-21. Trinity on top. Our Arlington Orthopedics halftime shootout coming up. You're watching high school basketball live on ABC 27, presented by Arlington Orthopedics.
Get ready to start popping with Pizza Hut's Cheesy Bites Pizza. It's your favorite Pizza Hut pizza surrounded by 28 tasty cheese-filled bites. You won't be able to stop pulling them, dipping them, and popping them. And right now, a Cheesy Bites pizza with your favorite topping is just $11.99. Plus, add a 2-liter Pepsi and an order of breadsticks for just $5 more. The Cheesy Bites pizza deal won't last long, only $11.99 and only at your Pizza Hut.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
Having been to Arlington Orthopedics several times over the past roughly 15 years, I have found them to be very caring.
For 15 or 20 years, I've dealt with sciatic nerve pain down both legs. Kind of figured I was going to have that all my life.
Because of crippling arthritis, I no longer could hold on to things.
We went through this disc fusion surgery. It's just changed my whole life.
The pain is virtually gone, and he fully expects me to return to 100%.
Ryan and Todd from Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's largest volume and only Ford dealer. What does Hoffman Ford mean to you? Respect, outstanding customer service, honest communication, superior sales and service staff. Did you know that we're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Check us out at hoffmanford.com. Check out our new and used inventory, look for service specials, make appointments, get a quote, and even apply for credit. That's right, just another reason why Hoffman Ford is Harrisburg's most powerful name in Fords.
All right, welcome back to ABC 27's live broadcast here of our Mid-Penn Championships. As always on ABC 27, we have our Arlington Orthopedics halftime shootout. Dr. Tim Ackerman from Arlington Orthopedics will going to join us in just a moment. Charlie Fortney, we've had one winner this year. Let's set this up. They get a $50 gift card from Fulton Bank if they win. Let's introduce our contestants one at a time.
Well, shooting on behalf of Arlington Orthopedics is Roxy Bracali.
Nice form.
By the way, that's the mom of Hunter Bracali for Lower Dauphin. Select Physical Therapy is represented by Todd Jerzewski, the father of Kira Jerzewski.
Oh, we got some people who obviously have some good form here, though.
I forgot to tell Todd that the banks are not open right now this time of night. Penn National Insurance is represented by Christy Smith from Lower Dauphin.
Good try.
Okay, and Trinity is represented, or actually Trinity parent Brian Poor is representing Huffman Ford, and I think Brian Poor is going to make this. Oh!
You were very close.
He let me down. Pizza Hut is being represented by Lower Dauphin parent Lisa Brown. Swish. Woo, okay, all right. Okay, and hold the phone here because Fran Kuntz is going to make it a double here. Fran Kuntz representing the Advanced Hoops shirt.
Almost. Oh, yes!
Okay, all right. I predicted a couple winners tonight, and they did. Come on over and receive your $50 Fulton Bank Visa gift card. Also, each contestant gets a High School Basketball Live t-shirt and a Faulkner Toyota card. You also get a chance, if you want to enjoy a slice of pizza in the lobby. Congratulations.
All right, nice going. Our first, we have 3 winners this year. Congratulations to our 2 winners right there. All right, Dr. Tim Ackerman is with us from Arlington Orthopedics. We're talking about ACL injuries, and I think when people hear the word ACL injury, they think of something devastating, but I assume there's a whole variety of ways that could possibly go.
That's true, there is. ACL injury is a devastating injury. When the athlete gets one of those, it's an instant sort of deflation on the athlete's part. They know something happening. They felt a pop, they felt a tear, and they're devastated. And they come to your office and they get diagnosed with an ACL injury. But the good news on ACL injuries is the recovery, once they go through the process, it's a 90+% recovery rate. 95% of these athletes return to sport. So even though it's a long rehab process, a 6-month rehab process, the results are good and they're usually able to return to their sport.
All right, we're going to learn more about ACL injuries. Here's Charlie again with Dr. Ackerman, up close and personal with Arlington Orthopedics.
Our topic today is ACL injuries. How often do you see ACL injuries in the athlete and the non-athlete?
ACL injuries are very common. They've increased in the number of ACLs per year because of the increased competitiveness of the sports and the increased volume of people in those sports.
Dr. Ackerman, why are the female athletes more prone to this injury than male athletes?
If you look at the normal knee here, you take away the kneecap and the tendon. In the center of the knee, right in here, you have the ACL. And the ACL stands for anterior cruciate ligament. It's cruciate because these 2 ligaments in the center cross, and the ACL is the main one that can tear out of the 2. And it's right in the center of the knee. And when you have an injury, either a hyper extension injury, which your knee goes back like that, it can put pressure on that ligament and tear it. A rotational injury can put pressure on that ligament and tear it. So those are the things that can tear that. It's a central pivot ligament. So when you cut, pivot, turn, that ligament stabilizes the knee. Without that ligament, you can't cut, pivot. Females are more susceptible to this for many reasons. One is anatomically, they're born with a smaller ACL than males. Okay. So that's just an anatomic reason. The ACL is smaller, therefore it's at more risk of tearing. It has less structure to it. The notch right in here, this sort of horseshoe-shaped area, is much more narrow in a female than a male. And so what happens when you cut and turn, it's narrower and it pinches on the ACL and it can cause more tearing. Hormonal cycles in a female, with the menstrual cycles, when the hormone levels rise and fall, when they change like that in certain times of that cycle, the ACL can become weaker.
Malia Tate DeFreitas is the best 9th grade girls basketball player this area has seen in a long time. And her hopes and dreams were almost shattered when she went down last year with this injury. You've had a chance to repair this knee. Malia's father had some really good things to say in our interview, and even Malia herself. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Dr. Ackerman and his staff are wonderful. It was a pleasure working with them.
Dr. Ackerman's a good doctor. He made me stay focused, and he wanted me to get better, so that helped my self-esteem, because I thought I was never ever going to be able to play basketball again.
We stay in continuous correspondence. The physical therapy staff, it was just a beautiful experience.
I'm very thankful because without Dr. Ackerman and his team and Dr. Cordes, I don't think I could do it.
I'd like to thank Dr. Ackerman for all of his support, for his medical knowledge, and giving Malia the gift of basketball again.
To catch the full interview with Dr. Ackerman on the growing number of ACL injuries, go to advancedhoops.com.
To be sure, Faulkner Toyota on Paxton Street, across from the Harrisburg Mall, invites you to check out our extensive assortment of new and used vehicles. Consider the excitement of driving the RAV4 or the functionality of our top-rated Sienna minivan. Test drive the super fuel-efficient Prius hybrid along with our Camrys, Corollas, Tacoma pickups, as well as a full selection of Scions. You'll find security, design, comfort, and a price that will fit your own lifestyle. Call or visit us at faulknertoyota.net.
What game will you bring? Your B game or C? Tomorrow's performance depends on today's recovery. Rebuild. Recharge. Reclaim your A game. Regen, intelligent recovery.
Fortney Construction is on the move, building additions, renovations, and PIAA certified for window and door replacements with a quality of work that the customer can count on. Call today. Ask about solar and energy solutions, as well as our solar module installation. You can save money on electric, and the electric company will send you cash for the solar energy your panels generate.
Integrity, reliability, and experience is what Fortney Construction's all about. And it's a great name.
Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney. Here we go. Second half Mid-Penn Girls Championship. Trinity up 25-21. And some outstanding defensive effort here so far by the Falcons. Trinity making the baskets here with a 4-point lead.
Well, Greg, I'll be honest. I'm happy for Lower Dauphin, but I did not think that they would be able to withstand the firepower and this mismatches of Trinity, but hats off to them. Their gritty defense and their game plan.
Yeah, big star right there.
Right, is keeping them in this basketball game.
That's White has 7, and the lead is now up to 6. Biggest lead so far of the game for the Shamrocks.
Well, Lower Dauphin had to fight to get in this playoffs. They had to play Palmyra, who beat them twice during the regular season. They tied record. They had to have a play-in game for the Mid-Penn Conference tournament. Palmyra, led by Carly Richardson, just a freshman, averaging double figures this year, just had a great season.
And a whistle, and what are they going to call? I think they're going to foul out of that pile.
You know, the Keys.
And out of this scrap, got a whistle.
Well, and the Keystone Division doesn't get a lot of credit as being up to par with the Commonwealth. That's why this game for Lower Dauphin going up against Trinity is very important for the Keystone Division. But I mentioned earlier that Palmyra had a great season. I'll tell you who had a great season as well is Susquehanna Township. Julie Denniston did a great job with the girls, bringing a lot of stability to the program. Girls like Steelhook, Kaisha Steelhook, Tiana Jackson, Ariana Delarmy, girls that have been working really hard on their game for the last couple years. And I know I'm missing some names, you know, but working really hard. And then Cedar Cliff, Greg. Wow, the season, I got to give Cedar Cliff credit, led by Vera Dickey and Coach Collier put together a very competitive team. And we had them on High School Basketball Live against Redland earlier in the year. Girls basketball is really working hard. Coaches are doing a great job in the area building these teams.
Betts White gets the steal and pulls up herself and capitalizes on her own steal. She's got 9. And a timeout is called. Trinity now up 29-21, early third quarter.
At Lou Panetti, Rogliano, and Hockenberry Family Dentistry, you will receive patient care with a smile, along with comprehensive dental treatment and technologically advanced equipment to meet all your family needs.
I think what you'll find here, if you look around the office, is a very, very comfortable atmosphere.
The quality of care that the doctors give to our patients is absolutely phenomenal.
Our service provides a gentle approach from doctors who care.
Turner Kia in Harrisburg has your family covered. Need room to transport the kids? Check out the all-new Kia Sorento or Sedona van. The reliable and affordable Kia Soul and Forte are perfect for college students. And Turner Kia has an incredible selection of certified used vehicles for drivers of all ages. All new and certified used Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And with Turner's exclusive TLC, you know you'll be taken care of. As Albert says, Turner is the smart choice for your next vehicle. Turner Kia, Chambers Hill Road, Harrisburg.
Look at our stats from the first half from our statistician Jim Gallagher. When you take a look at the free throws, the difference was 5 points there for Trinity. 9 of 15, Lower Dauphin 4 of 4.
Sometimes it's not as many as how many you make. It's how many opportunities you get and how many that actually go in. And your percentages can be low if you've gotten a lot of opportunity. And that's what we're seeing with Trinity being up, because they've had more opportunities on the foul line and the 2-point field goals.
Lower Dauphin fans to our left.
Greg,
enjoying the warm weather.
This is an important time in the game for the Lower Dauphin Falcons. They have to answer right here. This Trinity team, if they get up by 10 or more, it could be really hard to overcome that, with Lower Dauphin only averaging 39 points of offense a game.
A reminder, you can vote for the Select Physical Therapy Player of the Game. Go to advancedhoops.com and you can click on the ABC 27 live TV icon, and we encourage you to vote. It's certainly up in the air at the moment. 29-21, Trinity on a 10-2 run right now, 19-19 at the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, and the Shamrocks have been on a roll.
Well, I'll tell you, Betts White, the way she gave them a lift in the beginning of this half, definitely is my favorite going right now for the player of the game. But we got a lot of basketball left here. It's early in this third quarter.
Trinity up 8, up 4 at the half.
Lower Dolphins tightening up with that tight 2-3 defense. Trinity still keeps working the post, but it's not easy because the girls inside all line, and a nice hit steal by Krista Huffman got her hand on the ball there. These are the little things Lower Dauphin needs to continue to do to make this game a reality for Lower Dauphin.
Betts White comes away with a rebound. All the way down herself.
You know, that's like an assist. A lot of people don't realize the way, I don't know if we have a replay on it, but the way Betts White pushed that ball the whole way up the court through 3 defenders, slicing through, breaking the press by herself, ricocheted off the backboard, it set Anna Kutz up. You might as well give her an assist on that.
Well, and she got at least one out of that, and she does.
Well, Greg, now we know where Fran Kuntz, who just hit that 3-point shot at halftime, now we know where Anna Kutz gets her touch, because Daddio made a 3-point shot, and that ball bounced all over the place, had shooter's touch written all over it.
Got the rim, and we gave away 2 $50 Fulton Bank gift cards. All wine.
That was a good look.
Scramble out of there. Here's Ashley Betts White controlling. Trinity up 9.
It's an important defensive stop here. It's an important time for Lower Dauphin to not only get a stop, but score on the other end.
There's a 3.
Yeah.
Is that a 3 or a 2? It's a 2.
Close to 3, but it's Ashley Betts White being a leader in this championship game. The senior going to Old Dominion University.
She's got 11. Timeout. 34-21 Trinity. Third quarter.
Having been to Arlington Orthopedics several times over the past roughly 15 years, I have found them to be very caring.
For 15 or 20 years, I've dealt with sciatic nerve pain down both legs. Kind of figured I was going to have that all my life.
Because of crippling arthritis, I no longer could hold on to things.
We went through this disc fusion surgery. It's just changed my whole life.
The pain is virtually gone, and he fully expects me to return to 100%.
Borman & Babb Certified Public Accountants is a full-service accounting, tax, and consulting firm with over 17 years experience serving the central Pennsylvania region. From taxes to payroll, from corporate accounting to business consulting, let Borman & Babb help you achieve your financial success.
All kinds of great programs at Advanced Hoops with AAU teams, the Spring 5-on-5. You can learn how to shoot with one of the all-time great shooters here in the Mid-State, Charlie Fortney. Dribbling Gerald will help you out on that summer camp, 657-2620. AdvancedHoops.com. Well, LD has not scored in this half.
And this is where a Division I player can make the difference for your basketball team, because the beginning of this second half has been Ashley Betts-White at every turn, even on the score by Anna Kutz, it was an Ashley Betts-White penetration full court.
LD trying to score, get their first 2 points, and there's a foul.
Oh, good job by Allwine continually. She's doing everything she can in this game to hold serve and put the refs in a position to call a foul. Now, I know Josie's not happy with that, and she works hard around the basket, but this is what happens when bodies are banging around the hoop.
That is the first points of this half for Lower Dauphin. Here's her fans at this end. Allwine has 7. She's leading the way for LD. Reminder, the Harrisburg Cedar Cliff game follows here on ABC 27. That for the Mid-Penn Boys Championship. Greg Mace, Charlie Fortney here with you on ABC 27.3 and another one of our high school basketball live games. The last regular season, if you call it that. Of course, we're still in Mid-Penns. While the district championships, the girls AAA and the boys Quad A from Giants Center a week from Saturday morning. Looking forward to that. Should be a great district championships coming up.
Well, in AAA girls, it's loaded, and Quad A boys is loaded. So, again, Greg, pick 2 of the good ones. Tell you what, give a lot of credit to Kira Jarzewski, Ashley Betts-White, Brianna Betts-White.
Brianna.
Look at the way these girls are unselfishly, constantly feeding that post. I mean, for coaches have a hard time getting players to pound the ball inside, and here's a clinic on unselfishness and being willing to give that ball up to the inside.
Trinity on an 11-2 run just in this quarter. No foul. And who touched it last? Right in front of us. It'll stay with LD.
Yeah, and you know, and Trinity's not doing this with outside shooting. They're doing this on the focus of the inside game. You're not, typically you have Blackburn or Misitano stepping up, hitting some big shots. Ashley Betts-White's shot earlier is one of the only shots from the outside in the game for Trinity. They've been living off of the easy ones.
Under 2 minutes left, third quarter. Scrambling, Allwine looking for someone to get it out to, and finally does to Brown. Won't get the roll.
Well, Josie knows how to use her body around the basket. I'll tell you, she's going to make a nice college player the way she gets positioned.
Trinity up 13 now, so we approach 1 minute to go here in the quarter. And LD gets it back. LD's got to start putting, after a great defensive effort in the first half, they've got to start putting the ball in the hoop there. Allwine's got 8.
Yeah, and this is a, it's not untypical for Lower Dauphin to have only scored 23 points to this point. They usually keep their opponents down as well, averaging 39 points a game. They're probably a little under that average and pace, but they're also playing Trinity Shamrocks, who are quicker overall and have more size. I know Coach Heiser's pumped his team up to win this game, and we're not sure what the final outcome will be, but I'll tell you, these Lower Dauphin girls in front of 2,500 people here have given their team a lot of respect, and I can see that the Trinity Shamrocks are respecting them right now on the court, because this is still a game, and a lot of people coming in this game didn't think it would be this close.
So Allwine's got 10, lead down to 11 under a minute left. In the third quarter, Mid-Penn Girls Championships. And a traveling's call.
Well, and let me, Greg, clarify a few things. Lower Dauphin only graduates one girl from the lineup here of the girls that they're using in this top 9. So it's one of the reasons for the lack of expectation and why this team will be back next year. Trinity naturally has a lot coming back, but they graduated Division I point guard. They graduate Misitano, that's done a lot for them from the outside. So they definitely have something to replace next year. as we're Lower Dauphin. You know, they're gonna come back with pretty much the same group, with the exception of the all one.
LD still looking for their first field goal this quarter. 13 seconds left in it. Trinity will get a first round bye in the districts. They'll play the winner of the Big Spring West York game in the first round, and then Lower Dauphin, the 10th seed in their bracket, will go up against Wilson.
And Greg, that's going to be 2 shots. A lot of people thought that was a 3-point. That's going to be 2. The referee signaled 2. So Allwine has a chance here. Boy, she's all over the court tonight. I mean, if we're talking about player of the game, I know Krista Huffman got him going a little early from the outside, but this girl is making a lot happen, not only defensively, but she's been on the foul line a lot here tonight.
Allwine didn't get the roll. And some substitutions in for both teams as Christy Britton shuffling players in and out quickly, and Ashley Betts-White is one of them. Perhaps with a chance to get off on one more shot, whether this one goes or not. 35-21 at the half, 25-21 at the half, now 36-25. And Allwine with 11.
Well, and they're hanging around here. It's a 10-point game. We saw this at Steel High a lot earlier in the game, and now Lower Dauphin's picking up full court. Not afraid to try to make something happen here. Now it's going to be hard staying in front of Ashley Betts-White. She's crafty as it gets in the open floor.
So with 8 seconds left, 8.2 on the clock, Christy Britton's team will get off one quick shot here. Jarasuski on the inbounds to who else but Betts-White almost at the buzzer. Now it's the buzzer, and she's got 13, and Trinity goes to the fourth quarter. That's a big bucket for them. 38-26. You're watching high school basketball live, the Mid-Penn Championships on ABC 27, presented by Arlington Orthopedics.
There's something to be said for a company that has survived the Great Depression, weathered a handful of recessions, and emerged from today's challenging marketplace stronger than ever. And it's worth noting that success has come while keeping its headquarters and decision-making local for more than 80 years. Perhaps growing deeper roots to ensure strength and stability is an idea whose time has come. We figured that out 8 decades ago. Penn National Insurance.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
All-state freshman Malia Tate DeFreitas tore her ACL in a heated state playoff, and her dreams seemed shattered.
Tried to come back in and it wasn't working out. I thought that my basketball career was over.
Getting an assist from the doctors at Arlington Orthopedic, Malia is ready to attack the hoop this season.
It feels good when I jump and cut and stuff. It feels normal, and the brace really helps me.
To go from tears to a smile, it was just a beautiful thing.
Reminder, you can vote for the Select Physical Therapy Player of the Game. Go to advancedhoops.com, click on the ABC 27 icon, live TV broadcasts, and you can make your selection.
Greg, and this is a game where we are going to need the fans at home to help us out. I mean, Ashley Betts-White was huge in the third quarter. She's huge right there, drawing fouls, setting up her teammates. She has 13 now, most of them coming in that third quarter. And then you got Anna Kuntz. She's been huge around the basket. She has 12 points. And then for Lower Dauphin, you got Allwine with 9 and having just a gritty game for Lower Dauphin.
Trinity outscoring LD 13-5 in that third quarter. LD did not hit from the outside, got all 5 of their points from the line. And reaching in was Ashley Kruock. Well, The Central Pennsylvania Basketball Officials Association looking for officials. They have a new training class April 5th through June the 9th at East Pennsboro. It's $100. Here's their website, cpboa.org, cpboa.org. Always looking for officials, always looking for men and women who want to learn how to do this, and it's a very rewarding profession.
Well, and Donnie Eppley, who leads the training with the referees, they're tremendous at guiding these referees every step of the way. And they don't just throw them out there. They give them the training they need before they just go ahead and throw them out there. So I would encourage anybody who's been thinking about it not to fear the idea, but to go for it.
Lead back to 10 on the shirk shot.
Now with 7 minutes to go, they're hanging there, 10-point, 38-28. Lower Dauphin is still very comfortable in a game like this. They just got to get a stop and hope Anna Kuntz pulls off from the foul line.
Ashley Betts-White, who beat the buzzer at the end of the second and third quarter, leading the way so far for Trinity with 13 points. Kuntz back to the line. She's also with 13.
Well, and she's not cooling off from the foul line. Wow, how valuable is that? You got a five, a center that can not only guard the perimeter, she can make her foul shots, and then she got post moves around the basket, and she's a defender of the post as well. She's got the whole package. I think I jinxed her on the foul shot there, but she's had a tremendous game.
Well, these Lower Dauphin fans are still into it, and still only an 11-point lead by Trinity. They opened it up here in the third quarter.
That's a big, big shot.
Hoffman missed.
Krista was willing to take it. That was the right shot. She knew her team needed a boost right now, and she was willing to take that shot. And
LD gets a possession arrow.
if you can get one of those shots to fall, Greg, they're right back in this game, and it gives your team confidence.
Good pressure by Trinity. And Allwine gets it to fall.
Well, there's the 1-3-1 by Lower Dauphin. Changed up the defense, trapping that corner there. Trying to keep Trinity off balance. Trinity's going to keep looking to get it inside. Blackburn with the ball.
Ashley Betts-White, or take it to the hole. Lost it though, and a break. There's Brown down court, stolen away by the other Betts-White. Well, that was a good exchange. Wow.
Well, and that speed is hard to stop. I'll tell you what though, give Lower Dauphin a lot of credit. It's hard to dribble against a 1-3-1. And you got a Division I player. You're getting the ball stolen from him by a post player. Because of the collapsing defense of the 1-3-1, it was a good idea by Heiser. He's doing everything he can to try to manufacture some points and some stops here.
Third foul on Taylor Allwine.
Well, she's not going to leave the court. He's going to play it out to the end with her because they need her. The game's going to be won or lost on the back of her being on the basketball court right now. Her size and her grit, her determination, her inside presence is very important for Lower Dauphin.
Bree Betts-White looking for her 4th point of the game, and she's got it. Wow. The Trinity lead back to 11.
Well, when a freshman knocks down 2 key foul shots like that, that's huge.
Down low, Allwine kicked it back out. Nice defensive pressure by Trinity. 5:32 left, fourth quarter, Mid-Penn Girls Championship. There's the Lower Dauphin fans behind the basket to our left. Reminder, the boys game follows here on ABC 27, Harrisburg and Cedar Cliff. Yarasuski came away with a rebound, and there's a foul.
Oh, that Taylor Allwine was not happy there. I don't know if there's a jump or a replay there, but that looked like a jump ball, looked like a good play there. Again, that's a tough call.
Watch it again, and there's looks like a jump ball there for a second.
Yeah, you know, of course the referee's using the judgment that that was a block, but, you know, can't blame Allwine for competing in the championship game here and trying to get that back for her team.
Trinity hitting the free throws. Jarasuski's first point of the game. Lucy Thompson back in for LD, replaces Taylor Allwine, who will take a seat one foul away from fouling out. Only player in double figures for LD. Megan Brown. Here's Hoffman.
Good ball movement. Good.
Who recovers to stay with Lower Dauphin.
Stay with Lower Dolphins, just hanging in there on every thread here. There's no die in the Lady Falcons, I'll tell you that. They're trying to find an open door. They're very vulnerable without Allwine on the court here. It's a 12-point game. If this opens up more than that, it's going to be really hard to recover, but they could turn this in. They can get this under 10 here with a good possession.
LD basketball. Under 5 left, fourth quarter. They're down 12. And the lay-in for 2 goes for Stephanie Ebersol.
Nice take by Stephanie Ebersol, outmatched inside. Found a way to get it in there. That was a big bucket for Lower Dauphin to keep their hopes alive here. Look at her rotating defense there by Maggie Moskauer. That was textbook. Look at Maggie, a freshman.
Brown. Jarasuski got the rebound. We approach 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Trinity holding that 10-point advantage.
The rotation of defense for Lower Dauphin is very good against a very good Trinity team that knows how to penetrate.
Three bets White, like her sister, took it in. Didn't go. LD comes back. Brown.
Well, they got a shooter's chance here. And I don't blame them for taking these opportunities.
Trinity wants a timeout. They're up 42-32, 3:37 left, fourth quarter. You're watching high school basketball live on ABC 27.
You don't think about physical therapy until you need it. When an injury occurs, think Select Physical Therapy. Select leads the way in providing patients with clinical expertise using the latest medical research and techniques. Our team provides physical and hand therapy, pre- and post-surgery, work injury rehabilitation, and much more. With several locations in the Harrisburg area, let Select return you to activity at home, work, or play. Select Physical Therapy. Recovery starts here.
Knoll Insurance, located at 704 Bridge Street in New Cumberland. They offer property, casualty, auto, homeowners, health, and life insurance. Knoll Insurance also offers notary services. Call Knoll Insurance today at 774-8128.
Christy Britton talking to her team. Her team is up by 10 with 3:38 left. Charlie and I back with you a week from Saturday. We'll be at Giant Center in Hershey, 11 a.m. for the boys, girls district championships. We have the girls AAA, the boys Quad A.
It doesn't get any better than that, because there's a good chance we'll see these Trinity Shamrocks back in that game, as they're highly favored going into the district tournament. And in Quad A boys, I'll tell you what, you could throw that ball up in the air and it's going to land on 16 different teams, I should say, because it's wide open this year in Quad A boys.
LD trying to connect on the three-pointers in this game. They're 1 of 7. Trinity has had 7 turnovers so far in this half. They only had 6 in the first half. And there is some pressure, backcourt pressure defense here. Can they get it in time? They did. Klein.
And here's Rockwell running up against Blackburn. Smart by Coach Heiser to put a forward out front to make it tough to throw over the top. Trinity does a great job of breaking that. Trinity's going to go spread it out a little bit. Coach Christie apparently has given them the nod to, look, let's take a little time off the clock. extended 3-2 here by Lower Dauphin.
And a wise move, taking time off the clock. And they'll go to the line. Will Ashley Betts-White, looking to add to her 13-point total.
Well, these are big foul shots because now you're getting ready to go under 2 or under 3 minutes into the 2-minute area. If you can get this lead from 10 to 12 with a couple foul shots here, that's a big boost. That's going to be hard to overcome.
And Ashley Betts-White has 14. Trinity looking for their first Mid-Penn girls title. The Central Dauphin's been dominating the last 4 years.
Okay, it's still a 4 possession game. Hunter Bracali, number 0 in the game, Greg. I told her, I mentioned before the game that her brother is, it's her brother's 18th birthday today. Lance has turned 18 today. So that's one highlight for the Lower Dauphin family, a bunch of highlights for the Lower Dauphin family.
Along with the, what will be an emotional reunion with Dee Rockwell with her biological grandmother, who she had never met before, and she'll meet her tonight. We saw her earlier.
There's Hunter. Okay.
And it'll go back to Trinity. Well, we'll have the medal presentation after this game, and then we'll have a break. A reminder, stick around if you want to learn more about Advanced Hoops. We'll have a special presentation. Charlie will show you some of the things that they do at Advanced Hoops, and you can check out that for your young or even somewhat older basketball player in your family. We'll do that at halftime as well. Trinity controls 2.5 minutes left, fourth quarter, on their way to a possible Mid-Penn title.
You know, and for those at home watching who are not familiar with these ball clubs, this is a tremendous game for both ball clubs. I mean, just Lower Dauphin, good take by Hunter there. We're just talking about her brother turning 18. But this is a team of underclassmen here for Lower Dauphin, and for them to be in this game and represent the Keystone Division is just a great feat in and of itself. And Greg, naturally, as you know, I have the privilege to work with kids from all over the area, a bunch of the girls from Trinity, a bunch of the girls from Lower Dauphin, but just to see these kids on this stage competing like this, I think all their parents and Coach Heiser has to be proud no matter what the outcome of this ball game.
Well, Trinity's done a great job of shutting Lower Dauphin down in this half. Lower Dauphin has yet to score off of an offensive rebound in this half. Jim Gallagher providing us with great insight into statistics as always.
Well, and that speaks to the fact that LD's done everything they can in this game. They can't manufacture having a 6-foot player, 6'1" player, or the size around the basket. Nor can they match the Division I capabilities of an Ashley Betts-White. But for as much as they've been able to, they have held serve in this game and have made this game very competitive. With 2 minutes to go, still an 11-point game. They have a shooter's chance here, but Trinity is definitely looking strong here in the end.
Tori Blackburn hits both her free throws. She's just a sophomore. And the lead now up to 12. Great second half for the Shamrocks. We'll talk with the game-winning coach and our player of the game after the game. Trinity 8 of 11 free throws second half.
Well, Greg, I'm going to go with Ashley Betts-White as the select physical therapy player of the game with her points in this game and 14 points. Just the way she's penetrated and just given her team that lift in the second half, I think has been the key for Trinity.
Well, and you made a lot of good points about the little things that she does. As Christy Britton's going to take a quick timeout here. 1:40 left, 45-33. She's just made so many things go, like you said, and even the time when she drove down missed, it was like an assist. We said she had 14 points. With Taylor Allwine, she's had 13 but gotten in foul trouble late in the game.
Yeah, and with her 13 and her contesting shots around the basket and her grit, she's definitely, in my opinion, Lower Dauphin's player of the game. Greg, any disagreement on any of that, or what do you think?
No, I absolutely agree with you, as always. I usually agree with you on these things because you're the basketball
No,
guy.
no. You don't have to. And the fans at home, they can vote for their favorite as well, because there have been some other very good performances in the game. Anna Kutz had a tremendous game, 13 points, and that was definitely a deciding factor around the basket. We tend to favor the seniors when there's a tie.
Closest LD been at the half. They were down by 4.
And what valuable experience for Coach Heiser's underclassmen. You got Taryn Messick, a freshman, on the court. Krista Huffman hits a 3 right there.
She's got 7. Lead the 9. LD still with pressure in the backcourt. Just watch Ashley Betts-White, the way she controls and her confidence. She gets fouled. No fear in going to the hole against some bigger players. You're going to be able to see her, watch her at Old Dominion University. I think some of their games are televised back here on Masson from time to time, so we'll get to watch her play. Here's Christy Britton, the coach of Trinity. And she's got 15.
Well, and this, I don't know if we have a shot of the crowd, but this place is filling up big time for the boys' Harrisburg versus Cedar Cliff boys game. Cedar Cliff has not been in this position in a long time, and Coach Rao's Colts are ready for this stage, and Coach Smallwood's guys have been here before. It's going to be a battle.
And we'll have that one next here on ABC 27 following the girls' ceremony. Nice rebound by McGash. Look at Betts-White just dribbling in and out of traffic. So Trinity on their way to the Mid-Penn Conference title.
And that's just one of the goals for Ashley Betts-White and Christy and the team. Naturally, Trinity always has a high standard. They want to not only win the Mid-Penn. This is a big one. It's been harder for them to win a Mid-Penn championship than to win a district championship, and that's often the case because the Mid-State, Mid-Penn Commonwealth, Mid-Penn Keystone, the Mid-Penn divisions are often some of the best conferences in the state, and it's proven all the time by how well the teams will do in districts and states as compared to their own Commonwealth, their own divisions. It's often been harder to win the division than to win a district title in the District 3.
20 of 30 from the line as a Hoffman hit. She's got 9, and a quick timeout here will be taken by Lower Dauphin. They've gone to the line 30 times, hit 20, and that's there's the difference in the game. Part of the difference in the game. Our reminder coming up tonight. We'll have some high school basketball for you. Actually, that's from last week. So that's we'll have the Hershey Bears are going to play on Friday night. And we will hear, I believe, from Steven Strasburg, the Washington Nationals great pitcher, throwing a little bit of soft toss today. We'll see that on ABC 27 News at 11. And again, a reminder, you can log on to advancedhoops.com for more information for all the programs. Charlie, Gerald, the entire crew over there, 657-2620, advancedhoops.com. You got a lot of things going on there on the website, and you can check that out. All right, here we go. Final 36 seconds left. Trinity about to wrap up their first Mid-Penn title when it's on to the districts.
Well, Trinity definitely did what they needed to do to win this game, and that was, not necessarily win it from the outside, but take advantage of the mismatch. And so this is truly a team win here.
And they will just dribble it out. And that will do it. Trinity, Mid-Penn Conference champions.
Hats off to Lower Dauphin for their effort. Congratulations to Trinity girls.
All right, two sides will meet here at center court, and we will have a medal presentation for both teams when we come back. The Trinity Shamrocks are the Mid-Penn girls champion. We're back with more as you're watching high school basketball live on ABC 27, presented by Arlington Orthopedics.
My personal congratulations to Advanced Hoops alumni Allison Daly of St. Francis University and Alfonso Dawson of Delaware University. Daly and Dawson are Select Medical Student Spotlight, making history, scoring 1,000 points for their college career.
Hank and Jim of Weaver Financial Services have been serving families and businesses in central Pennsylvania for the past 40 years. Life insurance, financial services, and products, call Hank or Jim. They're the nicest guys around.
To be sure, Faulkner Toyota on Paxton Street across from the Harrisburg Mall invites you to check out our extensive assortment of new and used vehicles. Consider the excitement of driving the RAV4 or the functionality of our top-rated Sienna minivan. Test drive the super fuel-efficient Prius hybrid along with our Camrys, Corollas, Tacoma pickups, as well as a full selection of Scions. You'll find security, design, comfort, and a price that will fit your own lifestyle. Call or visit us at faulknertoyota.net.
Advanced Hoops is celebrating 10 years of training youth in the Harrisburg region. In 2010, we trained over 1,000 youth from kindergarten to 12th grade. Our spring program is going to be amazing. So as I pass the ball,
you make the call to get any questions answered regarding our spring games, shooting, dribbling, or AAU opportunities.
We specialize in making training look easy.
And Charlie is not the only one that can shoot a basketball around here.
We make Carbine simple by knocking down all the hurdles we can. We do what you expect, what's logical, or just plain right. For instance, the live market-driven prices we offer up front are the same everywhere you may choose to shop. Our prices are the same on the internet, by phone, or in the showroom. That's how it should be.
Experience car buying made simple at Bobby Ray Hall on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg.
All right, look at the medal ceremony for the Lower Dauphin Falcons. It's been a great game defensively, and they have a lot to be proud of, and certainly there's a lot of great experience for them as they head forward playing this always great Trinity basketball team.
Yeah, and Coach Heiser is in the right spirit right now because he knows that this is a great stepping stone for his girls. Gives them a lot of confidence going into the district playoffs. Naturally, they move up to that Quad A division, but Trinity is a Quad A school, the best you get in the triple A bracket. But he also knows that this is a team that's going to be back. Every one of these girls, except for Allwine that was in that lineup, are going to get that opportunity. But, Greg, I can't help but see Rockwell there getting the medal around her neck and the story that you're talking about here that's going to be developing.
You're right. She is going to meet her biological grandmother. She was adopted. Her mom brought this to our attention today, that her biological grandmother found them from her for the first time last week. There were a number of adopted children from her family, and that she's going to get a chance to meet her biological grandmother after the game. They're going to do it in a back hallway here, which will certainly be rather emotional. There is Christy Britton, the coach of Trinity, and their athletic director, Tim O'Hara, giving the medals to her, and she will present each of her Mid-Penn Championship players with a medal.
Well, and she is used to doing this, Greg. I think Christy has the whole 1-2 step and put it around the neck down pat. And she, you can tell, there's nothing wrong with having a male coach coaching female athletes, but it is pretty special when you see the female girls basketball coaches because, it's a mother figure for these girls and a coach at the same time. And girls basketball needs that, just like boys basketball needs that from the male side.
Well, she's done a great job. Of course, she took over for the late Harry DeFrank, was a longtime assistant and played under Harry for many years, and she has really created a great identity of her own with this team. We're going to hear from her and Ashley Betts-White, who had 17 points in just a moment. We'll let the last player, Shay Klein, get her medal. And certainly a real neat ceremony here. There's no actual trophy. They just get a medal, which is just terrific, and a lot of momentum for them as they head in toward the district playoffs. And that'll, of course, be coming up next week. All right, Charlie and I will be back in just a moment. We're going to talk to the game-winning player, our player of the game, Ashley Betts-White, and Coach Christy Britton. Again, Trinity, a 48-38 winner in the Mid-Penn Finals. Back after this.
Hello, can I help you? Oh, no need to worry, Mrs. Smith. My grandfather is Russ Failer himself and has been in business for over 30 years. At Russ's Auto and Trailer Sales, we have it all. We specialize in selling a complete line of trailers, a variety of used cars and campers. Our service department can do it all. And we even have a nice guy named Justin who answers the phone. And what do we tell him, Maddie?
Nobody fusses at Russ's.
Hemp Brothers Incorporated is family owned and operated since 1925 and has been working together to provide excellent service for both large and small businesses or individuals. Hemp Brothers Incorporated is committed to producing high quality products and providing excellent service and efficient project management. Concrete, asphalt, crushed stone, and sand are ready to order. Call us at 737-3411 or visit us on the web at hempbrothers.com.
AAU Spring Basketball with Advanced Hoops. 21 teams last year, featuring the top boys basketball players from all over the region. Advanced Hoops AAU features 10 to 11 player rosters, guarantees playing time, all man-to-man style play, and every player gets professional skill training, along with top quality AAU tournaments. Advanced Hoops has helped over 25 high school athletes get scholarships over the last 2 years. Amazing results. I call this AAU with the follow-through.
All right, with the Christy Britton and Ashley Betts-White, they just won the Mid-Penn Championship. Well, give me some of your emotions at this point. I know you have a bigger prize in mind, but this is a great win for this program.
It was a great win. We have not won the Mid-Penn Conference, so this was a nice first for the girls. They've worked really hard for it, as is every team that gets to this point. A lot of energy in the gym, a lot of intensity in our opponent, Lower Dauphin, and I think it was just a great game.
Played a great second half, and we're going to talk to Ashley here in a second. She did so many little things well, I thought, in the second half. It just provided such a great spark.
She's our leader. I mean, what more is there to say?
Ashley, talk about your game. You really stepped things up in the second half. They played you guys very, very tough in this game.
Right, yeah, they came out, they were intense, their defense, they were all over the floor, so we just had to, be patient and, look for the open shots.
How you feeling with the knee?
It's a little sore and it's a struggle, but it's getting better, it's getting there.
Christy, in terms of the district playoffs, I know this is certainly a valuable experience as you head toward that as well.
Absolutely. I mean, it's nice to go into districts on a high note.
All right, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Christy Britton, Ashley Betts-White. Charlie and I will be back after this.
Are colored copies really 10 cents? Yeah, 10 cents.
It's easy. Call Fortney Printing. They punch in the order, copies get made, quickly put in boxes. Fortney Printing delivers on time.
Wow, only 10 cents.
Advanced Hoops is celebrating 10 years of training youth in the Harrisburg region. In 2010, we trained over 1,000 youth from kindergarten to 12th grade. Our spring program is going to be amazing. So as I pass the ball,
You make the call. To get any questions answered regarding our spring games, shooting, dribbling, or AAU opportunities.
we specialize in making training look easy.
And Charlie is not the only one that can shoot a basketball around here.
Advanced Hoops is celebrating 10 years of training youth in the Harrisburg region. In 2010, we trained over 1,000 youth from kindergarten to 12th grade. Our spring program is going to be amazing. So as I pass the ball,
You make the call. To get any questions answered regarding our spring games, shooting, dribbling, or AAU opportunities.
we specialize in making training look easy.
And Charlie is not the only one that can shoot a basketball around here.
Y'all ready for this?
son is, he's a senior at Stilton High Spire, has been working with Charlie and advanced training for 3 years or so. With Charlie's help, Ryan has become a better ball player offensively and defensively. The things that he can do, Charlie has enhanced, and the things that he didn't do well, Charlie has made sure that he's aware of it and does a better job at getting better.
Advanced Hoops has helped Michael to develop his all-around game, his outside game, handling the ball.
AAU spring basketball with Advanced Hoops. 21 teams last year, featuring the top boys basketball players from all over the region. Advanced Hoops AAU features 10 to 11 player rosters, guarantees playing time, all man-to-man style play, and every player gets professional skill training, along with top quality AAU tournaments. Advanced Hoops has helped over 25 high school athletes get scholarships over the last 2 years. Amazing results. I call this AAU with the follow-through.
We've had a lot of guys go to Charlie. I remember Charlie when he was a kid. Heck, I coached against him when he was playing at Steel High, and he does a great job, him and his staff. A lot of our kids over the years have gone to them, and he and his staff do a wonderful job.
To have a group like Advanced Hoops supplement what our high school program's doing. At no time were there ever scheduling conflicts or anything like that. Did they have AAU games, times that we had stuff going on? It's a very coach-friendly kind of relationship, and we're very grateful to be a part of it.
The Advanced Hoops program is a one-stop shop training program. The most talented players in the area are playing AAU Showcase in front of college coaches with Charlie Fortney. Players of all ages can train with Advanced Hoops and get a rock-solid foundation. The coaches at Advanced Hoops have a great rapport with all the kids. Advanced Hoops is unique because we offer professional training in dribbling and point guard skills with Gerald Jarman, the point guard who led the greatest upset in NCAA history when the Richmond Spiders beat the Syracuse Orangemen. Gerald is a master at building confidence in point guards and ball handling skills to all age groups. Charlie Fortney's shooting instruction is amazing. He has helped so many high-level players get a great shooting foundation for the college level. He understands how to build a player's shot right from where they are. The spring 5-on-5 games registration is going on right now, and this in-house training has revolutionized the ability of players all over the region. Advanced Hoops is registering boys and girls from 5th to 12th grade for in-house 5-on-5, shooting, and advanced dribbling.